Hi guys, I'm not doing a voiceover with my real voice for this video because reasons, but here's me desperately trying to do something decent for my teacher. I'm feeling quite adventurous, so I'm not going to put something underneath to protect my table. I'll for sure not regret this later. As you can see, I've already messed up with the horizon line, haha. I'm not useless at all. But at least we've got through this step safely. As a side note, I wasn't supposed to pause the video tutorial, but by this point I had already paused it twice. So I DK. Remember when I said I wouldn't regret my decision? I'll for sure not regret this later. Well, I do. So here's the thing, I don't have the exact shade of blue that I needed because my uni was closing down due to a virus outbreak and everyone was stocking up on art supplies. Also, I just realized this voice sounds kind of sassy or extremely tired, one of the two. I'm not trying to make excuses for my lack of ability, but that's exactly what I'm doing. On the other side, look at this mountains. They look so not like they should be looking. Anyways, the point is that if everything goes wrong, for example, the clouds looking amorphous, the sole reason for that is that I don't have the correct colors. It's not that I don't know how to use acrylics. It's just the colors. Here you see me trying to detail. It doesn't look good. It's not going to look any better. I have the video at x0.75 speed and paused, but still doesn't get any better. And I'm starting to stress out, because this man's mountains look like straight up from a picture. And he did it in front of me, faster than me. So I know it's possible. I just can't. The worst is yet to come though. I messed up this whole thing because apparently, I don't know how to paint small dots without covering the entire base color. So you might as well watch how I try to fix it. And hope for the best. Which, spoiler alert, never comes. Now, we dive in. The dumb TSS. If you feel that the color of this water is weird, I'll tell you the reason. I used up all my good quality white acrylic paint. So now I'm using a very transparent $1 store white. And I'm suffering because it is very watery. The dumb TSS. First I'll show you the part where the reflection on the lake could have been saved. But, oh well, what do I see here? Is it failure? Probably another catastrophe to add to the list. By this point I was already desperate due to the fact that I can't seem to be able to draw white lines. Also, notice how I'm constantly detailing covering up the base color. Apparently, it was to make rocks. He suddenly had rocks there while I had a bunch of nothing, because I covered the base color. So I had to fix that too, while being extremely confused about the origin of his rocks. I really thought I was about to finish this when I started painting this last part. But oh, I was a fool. Funny fact, from this point onward I had finished all my yellow, and the closest color I had was a yellowish green. However, I didn't want to put more because, as I said, I kept thinking I was about to finish, when I was clearly not, and thus this path, that was supposed to be bright and warm, looks dead. Also, may I add that I didn't calculate the distances correctly and now my path is shorter than it should be. Nah, nobody will notice. The camera was running out of battery too. That's why I made the smart decision of putting the video on x1.5 speed. Now you can see the result of that choice. I almost forgot I had to draw a tree, even though it was clearly stated in the tutorial that we were gonna do a
typical landscape with a tree.
The tree. I am not even going to make excuses for it. I had already given up. But I want to make this clear. If I had really tried, it would probably look the same. Back to the small path. Would you believe that what I'm trying to draw here are rocks? Once again, I don't know how, rocks appeared in his path out of nowhere, and I once again had a bunch of nothing. On top of that, I had to stop recording, because I had 5% battery, and I was extremely scared to lose the footage. Luckily, I could record the last detailing part, which is just me making a lot of dots, that are supposed to be flowers, while I question my existence. As a side note, to finish the video, I'd like to say something meaningful, but I can't think of anything, so just enjoy watching me draw flowers. I have to say though, that this was so difficult. I'm not really keen to draw landscapes. Maybe because I don't know how to. And maybe that's why this was so hard to me. I'm happy because I finished. Not so much with the result. But oh well, that's life for you.